feel guilty when you eat something sweet? A lot of people like to label food as bad, but labeling food as bad can create a negative relationship with eating. Let's change that mindset today. Grab your smoothie or cup of tea and join the conversation. Let's go. Hey there. So, welcome to How to Be Fit Over 40 Midlife Conversations with Hicunni. So, when we think about mindfully, doing something mindfully in regards to mindful eating, you are being more intentional about your eating, being present, being more aware of what you're putting in your body. So, whenever you have a treat, that something that you decide to gift to yourself, it's important to enjoy it without shame. So just think about it. Think about all the things that you eat. And, say if you try to eat the most, like 80% you feel you're eating your best. And then then there's that 20% where you feel like you're kind of out of control. But think about it. When you're thinking that you're out of control, that's where you need to check the mindset. Like, how do you really view the food that you eat? Do you think it's bad and then some things are bad and some things are good? Food is not neither bad or good. It's all in your thinking and how you use it for your body, right? We're supposed to use food as fuel for our bodies. Now, that doesn't mean that we cannot, treat or gift ourselves a nice little Girl Scout cookie or something like that. But you think about, is whenever you eat it, is it something that is going to make you feel better? If you know every time that you eat 10 cookies that you start feeling sick, maybe you should not eat 10, maybe 2. Because you do want to be able to enjoy some treats every now and again. But you want to make sure that you can check in with your body to see how your body is going to respond. And if you know the response, if it's something that's more positive, and if you view it in a more positive light, then that's awesome. But if you continue to view it in a more negative light, it's going to affect that relationship with your eating. So, last week we had some homework. Did you complete your homework? Text me at 864-406-9109 and let's chat about it. Now, before we go more into our topic for today, let's share a note from our sponsor. This podcast episode is sponsored by my hosting platform, Buzzsprout. Become a supporter of this show. We've made it super easy, and you can cancel this at any time. The link is in the show notes, and I would love to give you a shout out on my show to share my appreciation. Thanks so much for your support. All right, you guys. So, back to our topic. So, when we think about mindful eating again, we're slowing down. We're savoring each bite and we're eating without distractions. So that is one way you can really focus and look at that. When you sit down for a meal, learning how to slow down, let's not scarfing down all the food, but slowing down with your meal, savoring each bite and eating without distraction, just focusing and being present of where you are at the time. Then how to recognize true cravings versus emotional eating. This is number 2. So think about it. Do you always get a certain craving around a certain time of the month? A lot of times cravings are a sign that your body is lacking something. It's in need of something. So that's where it becomes part of you can make it into a game. Figuring out what your body needs. If you look over your week, and you may want to start jotting down or making like a little food journal of what you eat throughout the week. That way you can see, when do I usually get these cravings? Am I sleepy? Am I going, hours without eating something? Am I thirsty? Because sometimes we may not really be hungry and we may be really thirsty. So maybe you haven't had any water. It's like 3 p.m. and you haven't had water since 7 a.m. Okay. Your body is craving that hydration. So, of course, the first thing when you have cravings, you go to something sugary, right? And you feel like, oh, it gives you that boost of energy, and then it comes right back down. So, finding those things that can still be satisfying, however, that can really quench that craving. And then if you're feeling sad or you're just feeling down, there could be an emotional component to it as well. So just really finding out, what are the really true cravings? Are you really in need of something for your body? Or is it something tied to your emotions? And when it comes to eating something sweet, it doesn't necessarily have to be treating yourself to a candy bar, okay? There are different fruits that are sweet. There's something like dates. You could always, if you like almond butter or if you still eat peanut butter, like a lot of people I meet now have switched over to a more like almond butter, something like that. But if you still, whatever type of nut butter, that you can actually put that within the date, take the pit out, put the nut butter in there, and then you could actually wrap it in some dairy-free chocolate. And you can put those in the freezer, and that can be like a little treat for you when you want something sweet. And notice I said when, because it happens. And the whole premise is to not beat yourself up for wanting something sweet. And what I found, the more you feed your body what it needs, like more veggies, more healthy fats, like we talked about last time, adding more greens and then adding more healthy fats, adding some great protein. When we start adding those things that our body needs, those cravings for sweets decrease. And you'll see that more and more as you start giving your body and finding out what your body truly needs. Okay? And of course, again, just enjoying in moderation without feeling out of control. Not eating the whole box of Girl Scout cookies. Like that was almost me. All those things are so good. Anyway, so just making sure that you enjoy those sweets in moderation without feeling out of control. So, what do you do next? This week, I want you to choose one treat that you love. Eat it mindfully. You're going to gift yourself something sweet. I want you to focus on the taste. Don't just scarf it down. Focus on the taste. Focus on the texture without guilt. And just notice what you notice and see how your body responds. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this helpful, subscribe, rate, and share this episode. Next time, we're diving into how cooking more could impact your health, mindset, or family life. So you don't want to miss it. Until next time, nutrition is more than what you eat and the weight that you carry. Bye for now.